Amazing. And now we gear up for our next panel discussion. Thank you, Mr. Kunal. Thank you for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing panel all set and sorted for you. It is about the future of algorithmic trading in India. Leaders, as and when we take a name, we request you to kindly come on up, starting off with Mathini C. Esalva, Regional Director, DuPont. Thank you so much. Leaders, as and when we take a name, we please request you to kindly come on up. Mathini, Mr. Mathini, thank you so much for your time. Mr. Mathini. Your name. Mr. Mathini is a seasoned FX CFD expert with 7 years of industry experience as regional director at DuPont Markets. He drives market growth through its expertise in analysis, risk management, and algorithmic trading. He'll share insights on industry trends and future of algorithmic trading. Thank you so much, Mr. Esalva. So, where have you come from? Oh, wow, from the Philippines. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Next, we'd like to call on stage Mr. Saurav Sultania, Vice President, Equity Product Group from ICICI Securities. Thank you so much, Mr. Saurav, for your time. He leads equity and derivatives retail brokerage with the CFA and 20 years at ICICI Direct. He's driven innovation, launching industry-first initiatives like eATM, Prime, APIs, and mobile platform. Thank you so much, Mr. Saurav, for your time. Next, we'd like to call on stage Mr. Lalit Mata, Chief Operating Officer, Ya Prime. Thank you so much, Mr. Mata, for your time. Thank you for coming here. Mr. Mata is a seasoned financial leader, rising from sales to the top. He demonstrates exceptional leadership and strategic acumen. His journey reflects a commitment to growth and a deep understanding to market dynamics. Mr. Mata, where have you come from? Which country?
Dubai.
Oh, from Dubai. Wow. Which is sort of the only reason I didn't ask is because I assumed it would be India. I hope I'm correct there. Mumbai. Wow, Mumbai. And next, we'd like to call on stage Mr. Yashas Kode, co-founder and CEO of Fires. Oh, CTO of Fires. Thank you so much, Mr. Yashas. He's the co-founder and CTO of Fires, is tech-driven visionary with a passion for algorithmic trading, and he's co-founded Fires in 2014. Today, Fires boasts a whopping, that's a lot, 750,000 clients. Many congratulations to that. Thanks to Yashas's leadership and focus on innovation, he is recognized as one of BW Business World's 30 under 30, and he continues to shape India's brokerage landscape. And of course, for the second time in the row, we have the amazing Miss Priyanka Dabalia, the moderator again. Thank you so much, Miss Priyanka. She's a business development. She heads business development at Spider Software Private Limited as a seasoned economist and trader, leads with 7+ years at Spider Software with 200+ webinars and 70+ seminars. She's a renowned industry expert and influential voice in trading community. Ms. Priyanka, stage is all yours. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the leaders.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we on? Yes. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody over here. Good morning. So here we are. We're going to speak about algo trading because that's the new buzzword. Algo trading, everybody knows it can execute trades faster than human trades without any human emotions, and we're going to first talk with Mr. Mathini Eslava from DuPont. You have to tell me, from a global perspective, what do you feel about algo trading in India? Whether the, if I may ask, what are the key factors that have enabled algo trading in India, and are there any limitations in framework or such?
All right. Well, thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for having us here, of course, on behalf of DuPont. Now, let me answer that question by sharing with you my experience before I come here in India. Now, we have clients. You all know that I'm from the Philippines. And when they learned, my clients and partners in the Philippines learned that I'll be coming to India, they specifically asked me to actually look for or search for profitable or reliable algorithmic trading software and reliable, skilled algo traders. And take note of that. These are Filipinos believing and having this, global perspective that India is playing a vital role in algorithmic trading. And the evolution has actually expanded, and we are, having this optimistic view that there are many key factors that we're looking into: technological advancement, and of course, market participation. You can just see right now, from yesterday up until now, that the India market is actually embracing technological advancement, financial technology and the like, algorithmic trading and the like. So it's a testament that there is a bright future of algorithmic trading here in India.
I agreed with it. In fact, algo trading until 5 years seemed like a distant possibility for retail investors, but now it has become very easy at the fingertips of your mobile phone. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Saurav, I believe you were your company was the first one to have a mobile app for the retail investors, and it's been 2 years or 3 years or more.
Yeah.
In fact, I can candidly say I've been following your stock ISEC, and it has increased quite some, you may say doubled, quadrupled after you introduced algo in for your retail investors. Again, at the ease of a mobile phone. You don't even need a laptop. At the ease of a mobile phone, algo trading has become that easy, quickly punching in trades. Please tell me, sir.
Yeah. So thank you, first of all, for inviting me here. So let me just tell you a couple of things on how we view algorithmic space in India. First of all, this space has grown. I must agree. To what you said is leaps and bounds over the last few years. But this space will become more regulated. I'm sure many of you would have seen the SEBI regulations, consultation papers which are there, in markets, on algorithmic trading, on API trading. So the entire space, as we see, the first critical path is of being absolutely well regulated, all approved algorithms which should run on the exchange platform. And I think that will become critical, as I repeat myself, on how the industry will shape up. Easy for me to say that on ICICI Direct platform, we've created certain algorithms which are very simple in nature for clients to execute their transaction. But if I have to, kind of talk about how it will shape up, how we see it shaping up, there are three things which are very important. One, complete adherence to regulation. The way things are shaping up. That's point number one. Second is simplicity. I think, see what are people trying to do by algorithmic trading? They're just trying to automate in very simple terms what manually people make mistakes, right? I mean, human emotions comes, you have a, you have an options position, human emotions will come, you'll hold on to the position, and, systematic trading, automatic trading will kind of, enable you to exit such trades, re-enter such trades. So I'm saying, simplicity, and many of the people, in fact, let me just add one more thing. There are two kind of people that we see coming to algorithmic trading. One, a lot of youngsters who are, tech engineers. In fact, we see a lot of IT guys, a lot of, engineers who are, conversant with Python or I'm saying, C#, and they're using APIs, broker APIs. And the other is manual traders. They come to algorithmic trading or automated trading because they want to avoid making those mistakes which they keep on making, right? This is a larger population, and here simplicity is going to be very, very important of how simple it is to use algorithmic trade. And the third, I think, is mobile. It has to be easy, it has to be mobile, it has to start. I think these are three things which come to the top of mind.
I agree. Talking about the framework, I think SEBI has, we can say, stringent framework for algo trading. Mr. Lalit, we were just speaking about that. Would you like to add something on it?
Yeah, of course. First of all, thank you everyone, and welcome to Money Expo. So the concern is like we're talking about the algorithm. I don't know, how many people knows about the algorithm here. We're talking about the future of algorithm. So algorithm is most important, like that is called the automation. I just want to give you a small brief to give you about the algorithm. So people might be, it is a very techie, I mean, the most of the people, like Mr. Saurav said, the most of the people who are from techie guys, like they knows about the algorithm. But in India, if I believe, I'm not very familiar with the Indian market, but still, I mean, I believe, I think not even 1% people knows about what is algorithm and how it works. Why does SEBI even require a framework, especially for the algorithm, basically? So algorithm, basically, it works like as an automation. It is behalf of the human, like he have some set of parameters, he set of like the strategies, where he want the build should be trade to be executed on behalf of the human, the algorithm take a execution or a trade in the financial market. This is called the algorithm, basically. But the end of the day, that strategies, that parameters, that who would decide the parameters? That the normal guy, the end user, I mean, who would actually a trader. So they must know about the strategies. They must know about the parameters, like where he want to execute the trades. So that is called the algorithm. But algorithm, it is like again a techie. I mean, techie is called when we know people, we heard many times that the technology, it is so advanced, but we have so many times we heard about that Google Gmail has been hacked. Sometimes we heard about that the blockchain exchange even had sometimes a hack. It means the more advanced technology, the more advanced people are here who've been to be, come to be how to manipulate the market, basically, how to manipulate the technology. So here, the SEBI actually required some framework. Even I really believe, I mean, there should be some regulation. Should be some framework where the techie guys even not to able to, to manipulate the market. Like I heard about, I don't know the people knows about HFT. I know, I mean, it's a new the market, but actually, it's called high frequency trading. It is again is a part of technology. But I heard that the SEBI, especially in international market, if you go to HFT, it is allowed. It is very open to be traded. But in India, because HFT is called something like the high frequency trading, I mean, which is called it's in a millisecond he execute the multiple orders. I mean. So that is still, I mean, that is called can be manipulate the market. So the SEBI, I mean, they introduced the special special restriction to mitigate risk factor for special kind of the trading strategies, who are like, building the kind of HFT. So to make sure SEBI, whenever he's playing or trading with the HFT, so they should not manipulate the market. And I heard about another framework is called transparency. I heard the SEBI requires approval. They get approval to the brokers. I mean, whoever is trading automatically, algorithm trading strategy, they should maintain transparency and, maintain transparency and showing the reports every day to the traders. So they get to know basically what are parameters are set, whatever the parameters are set for the trading on the specific trading technology. So it should be worked in the same way. So I heard like this is very important, and SEBI has a very crucial role in this framework. So at least people get to know whenever they depending someone on for a technology. End of the day, because as Mr. Saurav said, like this is more about the technology. Technology, like somebody guy who's from techie guy, he's able to give you and build a algorithm trading for you. And again, that is called the SEBI wants should be a transparency between the innovator and the market stability. So I believe, I mean, there are few frameworks which SEBI already introduced, and that is actually played a crucial role in this market.
Yes. Now algo trading is thriving on low latency, almost like zero delays. So with the advancements in infrastructure in India, Mr. Yashas Khode, yours being a technology-driven firm, could you please tell me whether the AI and the technology in India is helping algo trading, or whether you have a different set of views?
I think rather than getting into AI and ML right now, I think we first need to look at the evolution that has happened. There used to be a point, like my colleague said, algorithmic trading is simply automation. Let's not complicate it. It's simply automated trading based on certain rules, right? So how this evolution has happened is very important for us to know before we start talking about how much AI is going to play a role. Earlier, back in 2019 when we launched our APIs, back then people used to talk about how do I even get started? Where should I run my APIs? What should I do? Today, they used to be talking about I need to have bandwidth available. I need to have dongles for internet capability. Should I run it on my laptop or should I run it anywhere else? Today, accessibility challenges of algo trading has reduced. We no longer have to worry about where to run our strategies or algos or automations because everybody has cloud computing capabilities available. One of the biggest challenges while running automation was capabilities of APIs. People never used to have access to market data earlier. People never used to have access to trading APIs earlier. I think that accessibility challenge which used to be there earlier is no longer prevalent today. If you look at the skill gap, some of us mentioned that people know how to write code. Back then, people didn't even know what an algo strategy means. But today, we have a large community of people. Like if you look around people today, everybody knows, not every, everybody knows how to get started and where to look up. What is the skill sets that I need? If I need to run this kind of automation, what do I need to learn? Where do I need to learn that? That skill gap has also drastically reduced. You have communities where people are talking about different strategies, different automations, what rule sets works. And of course, the evolution of technology has helped by creating tools which facilitate automation. One of the things is many people don't know how to code, but they still have ideas on how to automate their strategies. So you have today a lot of no-code algo strategy development platforms, which makes it easy for people who don't know how to write code, but still want to automate their strategies. It's possible through no-code platforms. Right. You also have a lot of platforms which help you with backtesting, where you create a certain rule set and how validate whether this rule set is working or not. You need a platform to backtest that. This never used to be available a few years ago. Right. But technology advancements have allowed these basic accessibility issues to be resolved. I think understanding that first, setting the basics right is important before we take the leap and start talking about AI, ML and how that is going to make a difference, because the basics needs to be in place before you start talking about the larger parts.
I agree, the evolution has been phenomenal, but talking about the future trends, we do need some emerging technologies, and this is a question that I raised to all the panelists. What emerging technologies are needed to help us with the role of, as I said again, I repeat, AI and any other emerging technology for algo trading?
So just to build on what I was saying, so one of the biggest challenges was capability of compute. So today with advent of cloud computing, you have GPU based computing. Compute challenges are no longer prevalent today, right? Secondly, we have a lot of access to data. Data is in the form of either structured data, which is real-time market data, historical data, that's structured format. But along with that, you have a lot of unstructured data. We all get research reports in the form of PDFs. We get a lot of news which is in the form of articles. Being able to convert that into structured format, the evolution of NLP, natural language processing engines, will help us convert insights from research reports, from news articles, convert that into actionable insights. You have a lot of access to low latency technologies today because of 5G connectivity. A lot of those has enabled a lot of the connectivity challenges to get resolved. Apart from that, if you look at data points, earlier we only used to talk about real-time data, historical data, candlestick data, but then you also have a lot of access to economic parameters, news parameters. You have fundamental parameters, technical parameters. All of this data, access to these data points has also increased drastically. Now, if you look at all of these things together and then assign it with something which I would say is AI assistance, then the capabilities of algo trading multifold, right? We can't look at it in isolation. You have to look at it as AI can be an assistant rather than saying AI is what is going to conduct my entire trading.
Yes, I agree. Sister
Yeah.
Tanya?
So let me just build on what you said, and I'll kind of limit my thoughts on the retail side of technology, because there are HFTs and there are proprietary trades, which has a different ecosystem. Uh, how things see from a retail trader, uh, you know, the requirement of computing, cloud computing. I think these are things today, I think brokerage platforms will create, or many of them have created as well. So say, let's say, a very simple thing, somebody wants to, all of us have ideas, right? Let me take a very simple idea. Let's say, after 9:45 in the morning, once the, initial volatility kind of settles down, somebody wants to think about, let's say, doing a short strategy, right? And, you want to have, let's say, a range, of 100 points, wherein you will adjust your, strategies. Now there are multiple things which are required. One, before you go live, you want to backtest whatever you're doing, right? Now backtesting, requires a lot of intensive, historical data computation, which today, you could perform on the broker's platform, and you could look at, how the strategy would have done. When your stop loss would have trailed, stuff like that, right? The second is, you've gone live with a strategy, with a target, with a stop loss, with a condition that it will auto adjust itself. The systems have to automatically, or the technology at the broker platform would automatically have to, keep on monitoring. So there are cloud computing which kind of takes care of that. So I'm saying that's the, second technology. For my end user, it is execution, it is backtesting, but user code technology is something which I'm saying would not have to really worry about. It is the platforms today which kind of work on technology. As I think, said, I think it will become more and more on mobile, which will make it far, far simpler, accessible to investors. But I think the only point that I will again come back to is, with the way the regulations are going to shape, and the way the regulations are, it has to be on regulated platforms, I think, which is very, very important, critical when you're performing algorithmic trading in India.
See, I agree with Mr. Saurav. That is really, the people should know, but basically what is backtesting. We're talking about a backtesting, basically. The backtesting something is like whatever you're setting your parameters. It is something like we are giving you one platform where you can actually backtest your strategy, your algorithm. If I use this parameter in the historical data, so what I will be? I will be in a profit or will be in a losing the side. So that is really, I'm very, very agree on this. It is the market, even the brokers, I heard like the brokers, they were organized and they were providing the tools where the guy, my colleague said that, the other thing is called no coding strategies available. So anyhow, the both of them, even the coding or non-coding, you have an option available where you can go and backtest your strategy, and you can actually realize in historical data where I will be stand if I use this set parameter. So actually, you get to know where are you stand right now, and if you use this one in the future, the base of historical data where you will be stand. But again, historical data is not be predict and be, the guarantee will be similar or will be running in the future also. But yes, data system is available, there are technologies are available. Actually, you can test yourself and your strategies where you stand and where you're going to be stand in future if you use this parameter. And of course, like in an Indian broker, they're coming up in the market, they are providing some AI assistance even. They are coming up to be, very aggressive in the market. People should know what is AI. And even I heard about the SEBI also be introducing the many collaboration and many investing in the money, especially into this investing, to be AI. Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, I agree with this gentleman, talking about artificial intelligence. And if that comes to mind first, as this question is being asked, because you could just imagine if your algorithm is powered by an AI, by artificial intelligence, the decision making in trading, it could have been faster, more efficient, and of course, it reduces the stress from the side of the trader because it's automated. And of course, there are challenges that still remain, as our gentleman has been speaking about. But yeah, I think if one of the things that we need to consider is that we need to constantly continuously acquire experience and expertise in maybe artificial intelligence and machine learning for that reason.
I agree. One more question I'd like to raise is, do you guys feel that risk management strategies are evolving, or it's just become too computed?
Yeah. No, so let me take that first, and
Why
so first of all, see, I want to be a little conservative in my thoughts in sharing a lot of optimism on algorithmic trading. See, first of all, it is as what people are doing manually. Algorithmic trading is simply going to automate it. What human beings get emotionally driven systems, are kind of a little less. There is no heart, and you kind of do it. System will execute it. I just want couple of things which are in the top of mind. One is that one should not come and to algo trading to thinking कि कोई ऐसा holy grail है और एक कोई strategy मिलेगा जिसमें I will make a lot of money. I just in fact I would say that it is better to avoid platforms, or I'm saying strategies जहाँ पे बोलते हैं कि 20% बनेगा 25% बनेगा. I'm saying ये सब we have to be conservative. We have to know the risk when we are trading into markets. So I'm saying unrealistic returns and all that have to be when investors are getting into it. I think they have to be very. It is a disciplined platform. That is for this platform will surely ensure that आप जो manual mistakes करोगे, I'm saying people really make that or opportunities, you lose, right? I mean, you're not in front of the systems. There are trends which kind of come, and you're not able to capture those trends. The system will ensure that you can do that. Will it be 100% correct? It is never going to be 100% correct. And one of the risks also I want to tell you about algorithmic trading is that it cannot be I'm saying you can leave it to the system also. You have to be actively monitor also. I'm saying there are so many spikes which happens today in market. आपका stop loss है, वो stop loss आपने डाल दिया है, वो spike आ गया है, आपका stop loss भी execute नहीं होगा. There will be limit price, which will be, will be there at the exchange. So all I'm saying is there are risks in this. It is a much systematic way of trading in markets. So people who are trading it is definitely people must think, explore it, because it will eliminate human mistakes, which we continuously do. So this is the significant advantage which the platform provides. But the intelligence is ours, right? I mean, wo to machine. There's no holy grail. At least that's what I see.
Just to build on what he said, one of the biggest challenges why humans make mistakes is because we get emotional, and trading is extremely emotional as an activity. So risk management becomes more of trying to automate it, because you can tell a system to do something and it will do it irrespective of whether you're emotional about it or not. Many times we just think that we need to cut our position, but we have an emotional bias saying, "Arey, no, it will always go back up, let me wait," right? But that is not risk management. Risk management needs to be automated because it helps remove the human bias out of it. One. Two, I think we need to have multiple, the risk management needs to be dynamic. It cannot just be one stop loss somewhere, right? The market is so dynamic and evolving. You need to be able to create multiple levels of risk management. It cannot just be one stop loss. You need to be able to say portfolio level risk management. Let's say market level risk management. If something happens in the market, you need to be able to create a risk management system or a rule out of it. You cannot say only if this price comes to this, then I'm going to, exit my position. That risk RMS cannot be singular. It has to be multifaceted.
Yes.
And using algorithmic trading, or let's say rule-based trading, that is possible because you can key in multiple parameters, key in multiple avenues to prevent yourself from losing money. And whenever any of those parameters are triggered, you can rely on your system to make that decision and not get emotionally biased towards it.
I want to add on, not just emotion. I think the most of the people like in Twitter, we are into be like fear and greedy. Most of the time, we want, like, if I make profit today, I want to make it double. And even if I double, I want to make it more double. even I make it more double, I want to make it 3 times double. But actually, they forgot they invested one amount and they have to convert it into 4 times. But still, then again, like I said, greedy, I mean. And sometimes we want to be, open a trade or close trade on a bit of fear, I mean. Sometimes we feel that, I mean, what are parameters set, I mean, like a human behavior. Yeah, whatever I'm doing, I mean, it is correct or not correct. It's like, if I close a trade, will I get I will lose the money. If I take profit, might be I get the more profits. It is more about the fear and greedy also be into this part. And how you can be risk managing to, especially into, you have to you cannot be dependent on the AI. The algorithm, it is based on a parameter. Let's suppose, if I set a parameter, okay, the market, if crash of 10%, it will go to retrace of 1%. So whenever the market on each specific share crash 10%, my EA should open a trade and get retracement or close in a 1% profit. But what happened? We set a parameter. But when we see the market crash 10%, it continues crashing. But my parameter set, every 10%, I'll go to buy. I'll go to be open a trade. So what happened? My trading set parameters is continuously opening a trade, but the market completely crashing. So you cannot be dependent on the AI. You have to make sure that what parameter you set, the market conditions will all be the change. So whatever parameter you set, you make sure you put your stop loss. You make sure that you not be completely depending on the AI only, that we take care of, he makes profit for you. End of the day, we are the person who created the AI. We are the person who actually built AI. We are the person who set up those parameters. So it means we are the responsible that we make sure whatever we are creating as parameter into AI, that is called be taken by the us only. We have to keep an eye all the time. So I believe this is the most risk management we have to use whenever we use the AI.
Correct. And risk management is very important in any setting. We know that. But in this industry, we should always remember that it's all about risk management. And it's been said that there must be a human intervention in algorithmic trading that we do. And in the Philippines, for example, it is advertised that you do not trust an algorithmic trading software without human intervention. So basically, we don't insult our human intelligences. Because at the end of the day, yes, we have artificial intelligence, but if it's incorporated with the strategies that we implement into the algorithmic trading, then henceforth, the parameters on risk management should be set forth. Now, the problem is that one of the challenges is that even though, yes, it's good that you are trading with the EA trading or algorithmic trading is incorporated in your trade, separating your human emotions to your trade. But at the end of the day, it's very important that we also need to consider the risk being implemented in the setting that we put into the EA that we use in trading. Yeah.
I'm going to speak about an event where I think most of you all in the audience are going to connect with it. There was a recent event, I think the August 5th, when there was a market crash due to the weak labor data and the Japan carry-on trade and the unexpected interest rate hike. I think everybody saw the crash, and that's exactly the day when even it showcased and highlighted the impact of algo trading. On that day, algo trading was like a two-sided sword. There were traders who were, I believe they were detecting the rising risk and they triggered their protective sell orders, the speed of which dominated the traditional market scene, market trading the way traditional market people do. I want to ask, do you think algo trading at that juncture showed its power or its risks?
Yeah. So, I'll give you, audible, right? Yeah, I'll just take a very simple use case, and I can take the use case of what you articulated on 5th of August, or let's say, tomorrow morning, right? Tomorrow morning, markets open up. What are the simple use cases of how algorithmic trading actually helps investors? Let's say, if there is a, we looked at our charts, we looked at all the patterns, and we see that there is a bullishness that we see in the markets, and we want to go long. Generally what do people do is they go, generally, people are not so, traders are by nature a little more impatient, and you go all in, आपने 500 Nifty ले लिया, and you think that कि ठीक है अभी तो आपको, your every charts are showing there's a breakout and you kind of enter with 500 quantity. And, it falls a little bit, people average. I'm just giving a very simple use cases in algorithmic trading is you can automate and say, you are long, but obviously the markets can go down, for the time being. आप बोलिए कि 10 रुपया नीचे गिरेगा options का price. I'm saying it could be anything. You just keep on adding 100 quantity. So, and you instead of going all in, you are giving it to the system to, in a disciplined way, in an unbiased, unemotional way, build your quantity. So you're not going all in, you're saying 100, 100, 100 every time the stock falls or that price falls 10 rupees buy. And your trend is
Every
showing.
1 minute, every 30 seconds.
You can decide time, you can, you can price, time slice, you can price slice. All that is possible. But जो चीज़ हम manually कर रहे हैं, that's what systems will do. And अगर, if it does not, the trade does not well, you will have a stop loss and the stop loss will ensure.
The window of opportunity is very small, and that algo trading will help you. If that window, you do not, capitalize on that time, you've lost it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Just to add, I mean, the question you asked was, did algo trading show its power on that day, right? Firstly, we can't look at it like human traders versus algo. It's not like that. First of all, we have to look at algo or automated trading as an assistant to your manual trading. There is the evolution of manual trading is what algorithmic trading is. So we can't look at it like, oh, the humans were slower than the machines. It's not the way to, look at the entire problem statement. I think algo trading is rule-based, and machines are more efficient to execute those rules better than humans. So when there is certain event which happens, like what we mentioned 5th of August, obviously the algos which were rule-based are faster to execute it because they can process much more data at a faster pace and can do that more efficiently. But ultimately the rules are set by the trader manually, right? So it is an assistant to the manual traders. That's the way to look at it. And yes, it makes trading more efficient. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. It makes the life of a trader a lot easier by adopting certain automation. And algo trading is about that.
See, I believe, the market is based on a few analyses. It's called, technical, fundamental, and it's called sentiment. That is called the sentiment, The sentiment analysis is a different prospect, I suggest to myself, never be put yourself into sentiment as even in the human or AI or whatever, because where the sentiment goes, no one knows, So even if suggest anybody about the AI, like on a sentiment analysis, the last Brexit, I hope everybody knows about the Brexit, the market was, the pound, crashed it like hell, So on that point, if you think that is a window is opportunity to consistently buying or something, that is going to be, I believe like the money will be finished.
Right.
So I believe, that's called sentiment. Sentiment, no one can predict. Even the AI, what are the parameters, no one can predict the sentiment analysis. Sentiment is something like, it happen anytime. It happens sometimes. It is like unexpected plan. So I believe, sentiment should be avoided even the human or the AI. The fundamental that is also be not predicted by the AI, but yes, they predicted something like the market data. The e-learning, they call the ML. The ML is called the more learning about the data, the historical data again. There is no future data with AI. There's no AI is available in the market who can predict the future of the market, the future data in the market. All AI based on historical data. Whatever the AI you will use, whatever the AI will give you the opportunity, based on all historical data. So historical data, it will never be, you make sure that your trend or the historical trend, what the parameter you're using, that is more relevant, and make sure go for more testing. Make sure go for more scenario trading testing. Make sure the real-time trading scenario testing. So then you can understand this parameter going to be fit into my specific parameter set only. I'd suggest to go to avoid fundamental sentiment, never go to human, even the AI.
Yeah, if I may answer that question with a story. I had a client in the Philippines, a very, very good manual trader, like very good. But there was this instant where he lost everything that he had profited from.
Wiped.
And then when I wiped out,
Oh my
and I asked him, how has that happened? And his answer was, greedy comes into play into his heart.
Emotions.
Emotions, psychology of trading. Now, that is, of course, one of the disadvantages, major disadvantages, and the reason why people lose their money. Now, coming to the point of algorithmic trading or EA trading, of course, the emotions is, is zero, right? It's the robot, the machine, the AI is actually doing the trade for you. Henceforth, with news like what had happened in your
Global news.
global news that's happening, then it could somehow separates if the AI is doing the job for you, then it
Without
reduces. Yeah, it reduces the stress, reduces the greed from the part, and risk can be taken into play as well.
I agree. I leave the audience. I'm sure they have many questions regarding algo on an individual basis. Anybody wants to address to the panel? Yes, sir. 1 sec.
My name is Prabhakar. There's a confusion in AI and algo both together, and algo itself is a lot of confusion. Now AI with algo, is that traveling together or they are brothers or they are opposite to each other?
What's the confusion?
AI with algo, they work together?
Okay, can I answer this? So, algo trading is nothing but automation. It is rule-based execution of certain trades. It's as simple as that. It's like, let me give you an example. If you say, whenever the price comes to this certain level and there is market is at this level, you place an order. That's a simple automation. That is algo trading. I'll give you another example. If my position goes down by 5% and market is down by 2%, then you square off all my positions. That is another automation. Clear?
Yeah.
That can be algo trading. Okay. The level of rules can become more and more complicated, but that is in a simple explanation, that is algo trading. AI angle to it is just to make the system smarter. AI doesn't mean it is algo trading.
Okay.
It is how do you utilize the advancement of decision making and make your rule engine smarter. That is how you have to look at these two things. AI will help you improve your creation of your rule set. But AI and algo trading is not the same thing.
Okay.
It is an assistant over and above your algo trading rules. It will help you improve your creation of rules.
Okay, okay,
They
okay.
can
So
go
AI
hand in
basically
hand.
helps you to understand the more, the data, and algorithm execute the data.
Okay, okay.
If you have something in your mind, like you don't know the market, where the capture, or like you want somebody help to understand the market learning, or want to learn the market data, that AI can help you. But who gonna execute that is called algo.
Okay,
Execute the algorithm the same, the execution. So algorithm is just always we do execution part. AI helps you to get the more data from the market.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, the gentleman over there. I'll go there. Just 1 second.
Hello.
We'll take you up.
Hello. Yeah. From still yesterday, I was just hearing about algo. It's only for the trading and all, right?
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it possible with the algorithm, can we do a systematic investment also? It's not now, maybe in future. Algo can help how we can do investing also? Means can able to find a good stocks or something like that?
Okay, so so there are two parts to it. One is that algorithmic trading for investment, and versus generally people use it for trading, right? I mean, but you're right. Algorithmic trading can definitely evolve for investment, and a very simple use case, if I have to say, is like saying that if every day a stock, let's say Reliance, the day the Reliance falls by 3%, buy an X amount of shares for me. It is as simple a rule that you have automated, and you want to accumulate stocks at dips. So whenever that happens, you're not there in front of the system, and you could put it up, as an algorithmic rule, and that day the transaction will happen for you. You can also use algorithmic trading for, for rebalancing portfolios, right? I mean, I want to have 5% allocation to my portfolio in each stock. And I mean, if I run over 6%, rebalance my portfolios. So there are things, which definitely can happen. But now you also asked a question that कि इसको stock identification के लिए use कर सकते हैं. देखिए, for sure you can. I mean, see, it's all human intelligence, right? How much, intelligence do you want to build, right? I mean, let's say, people look at social media scraping in AI, right? कि जहाँ पे भी कुछ negative words हैं, in US and all that, कि war का word आया, something which happens, your algorithmic will read it, will take some action. So you can improve it. वो थोड़ा सा high effort काम है. Automation of your execution is far easier in investing.
I would like to answer this with two parts. One, do you have a set of rules based on which you want to invest?
Yes, I do have.
Then you can automate.
Okay.
Algo trading is not complicated. It is nothing but automation of certain rules. If you already have rules for your investing ideology, then you can easily automate. Let me give you some examples. Like he said, if you want to buy based on every dip you want to invest, that is a simple rule. If you want to add more rules saying that if the EPS goes up, then I want to purchase more. It's a simple rule. If, my debt to equity ratio is moving in a certain direction, take this action. Those are rules. If you have a certain rule set, you can automate it. So there's no complication. It's not that algo trading can only be used for intraday trading. It can be used for anything which has rule-based decision. And whenever that rule triggers, you can say either buy or sell that necessary stock. Another part where you mentioned, can I use algo trading to identify stocks? Again, the answer is yes, because how do you decide which stock to buy? You have certain parameters, and if it matches certain parameters, you will say, I want to buy this stock. You can automate that. If your parameter is, let's say, technicals needs to be in a certain percentage. If you have certain fundamental parameters that you're looking at, based on those parameters, you shortlist stocks, and then you can automate that. Algo trading is very simple to understand. All it is automation of your rule set. If you have a rule, then you can automate.
Thank you.
And I suggest here, I'm sorry. I suggest, you should not go to stocks, you should go to indices. Stocks always have their own fundamental. So it can be, manipulate your system, manipulate your portfolio. But if you go to indices, into SIP, that is a very good question. SIP is going to be good part if you use algorithm. But I think you should not go to stocks. You should go to indices like a small mid cap, and go like kind of indices we have. If you go to SIP on that product with the based on algorithm, that is going to be good portfolio for you. I'd suggest.
Okay. Thank you.
Next question, we have the gentleman on the back.
Myself, Amit Bukharia from Indore. And Indore is famous for food and for cleanliness, and third, for tips, research, advisory. I think everyone will agree with me.
Even across the world knows Amit.
Yes. That's why I tell the Indore is famous for that. The main thing is that how can we can rely on backtesting report of algo trading, and at Indore also, or in Mumbai or Ahmedabad, there are many persons who are claiming that their algo services are providing a 60% return or 80% return. So that's why the SEBI is restricting, or how we can, as a simple genuine investor or a trader, will rely on backtesting report. I want to answer from each and everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Saurabh, yes, I want first answer from you.
Okay.
So backtesting is not a guarantee that it is going to give you the same results, number one. It is a validation just to check whether this particular strategy, how has it worked over a period of time. It's not a guarantee that it is going to work exactly the same way in the future. So one, if there is a strategy which you want to adopt, you must backtest it. And backtest also needs to be rigorous enough that it's not defined for a certain period of time. You have to backtest it during bullish markets, bearish markets, and see how it is performing across various market cycles. One. Two, I think the only way to test, to more rigorously test, is also forward testing. Forward testing is to deploy that strategy in real markets and see how it is evolving. And is it actually giving you similar results as what it showcased in the backtesting results? That is the only way to validate more thoroughly. But there is no hard and fast rule that if the backtest result says 30%, you will get 30%. The answer is no. It is an indication whether it is working or not. There's no guarantee at any point. If anybody guarantees you, you have to go and question them much more than what you question anybody else.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, so my thoughts are two actually. First of all, we should be open to ideas, right? We should genuinely try to understand कि लोग ऐसी कौन सी strategy run कर रहे हैं और जिसमें वो बोलते हैं 50% बन सकता है, 60% बन सकता है. And genuinely, to the true heart satisfaction, we should understand कि अच्छा उनकी strategy क्या करती है, कब वो अपना adjustment करते हैं, कब वो entry करते हैं, कब exit करते हैं. I think we should genuinely try to, with open mind understand. I think a lot of people जब ये सब सुनते हैं, they don't try to get into कि वो क्या strategy है, वो करती क्या है. Because all strategies will have drawdowns, all strategies will have bad days. And the strategy has to get executed every day. Then generally over a period of time, पैसा बनता है. But so I'm saying first is to know, get more details. Second is कि जो बिना समझे, बिना किसी के बात करके मेरे को तो लगता है कि I think we should run away from people who say 50-60% बनेगा. ये एकदम मतलब इतने साल के बाद I'm sure everybody has grey hairs. ये ऐसा होता नहीं है. So I'm saying open mind से learn करना चाहिए. And second, I think with Yash said is that उसको backtest करना चाहिए. You should backtest it yourself. There are platforms which are available, broking platforms भी available है जहाँ पे कि आप free के अंदर आप वही strategy backtest कर सकते हैं. आपको you will get to know कि अच्छा कितने दिन सही चली, कितने दिन नुकसान हुआ, कौन से wicks में नुकसान हुआ. I'm saying so then you have the confidence. एक बार confidence आएगा, then that is आपको deploy कीजिए with a small capital. And it works. But ये dream, one should be, see, we are dealing with our own money, right? And we must be very, very cautious in dealing with our money. I think that is my, luring वाला काम में कुछ नहीं निकलता है. But open ideas ज़रूर सुनना चाहिए. I'm telling you, some people, अच्छी strategies होती हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि, because वो disciplined है. वो कोई मतलब इसमें कोई बहुत ज़्यादा rocket science नहीं होता है. But वो disciplined होती हैं, तो hence it does have merit. So, but backtest कीजिए and then small capital start कीजिए.
I think there is a parameters available. अगर आपको कोई कहता भी है, like suppose like our strategy it is work like in this way, तो आप you can have a parameter, you can check the parameter, what parameter he is using and on which historical data they are using. Sometimes people they are showing the historical data for a specific time period. But you can change the time period and you can look at your backtesting कि अगर इसको time period को 6 साल या 12 साल कर देता, and what will gonna be happen. And of course, the parameter is very important. On which basis they are using the strategy, that is also very important. The parameters is like only the parameters is available, and the backtesting is also based on parameters only. So whenever he's saying anybody to be actually it is work, you can ask and you can ask them, show me that parameter, on which basis you are saying, and what parameter you are using, and on what time frame are you using. So change that parameter, change the time frame, and you can have a look. What's the difference between their, the showing returns, and if it is you showing returns, what's going to be happening? So it'll be clear.
Let me just remind everyone about the old saying that the past performance does not guarantee future results. And I think what is trying to, what we want to understand everyone here is that it's always good to be abreast with what's happening with the recent technology, recent advancement, and of course the news, etc., that can affect your trading decisions or in making your algorithm.
Yeah.
I think rightly said so. We are going to take a break from asking questions because we've run short of time. We just have a quick 3 minutes. I want all the panelists to give a quick tidbit on algo trading, not major gyan. We need, if you want, give some strategies to the retail investors or anything that will be useful for them as a takeaway.
As a broking platform, we're here to give you any sort of support, any platform functionalities, features that you need. But we're not here to give you gyan. We're not here to tell you that we have the best strategy. But if you need any technical assistance, platforms, tools, we're happy to, support you guys. And we're a product which keeps evolving based on feedback. So whatever you need, we're happy to build it for you. But the answer is no, we don't have any magic strategy which we can hand out and say, yes, this is what you need to follow.
Yes, sir.
See, I can give you some suggestions of strategy. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, again, it's not a guarantee. I mean, don't record it like I assured you and I told you that you should do the strategy. But yes, I mean, I believe that's called retracement is something very good initiate whenever you have to be automation something with you algorithm and you can use something is called retracement strategy. I'm sure that is called, a small window you get all the time on the specific parameter retracement. And of course, you get a call and you get a profits. So I think you should try the backtest for the special retracement strategy. That is going to work for small trade and you'll be out of the way in that same day.
So I'll just add in few lines. I think one should embrace new technologies. One should embrace systematic trading. I think the only simple in my mind is that systematic trading आप manually करें, आप automations के साथ करें, but आप I think that is very very important while you're trading. It is because there is risk involved. Or if people are, I'm saying people, one should write down in the diaries also कि अच्छा मैं ये level पे घुस रहा हूँ, मैं इस level पे मेरा ये support था, मेरा यही exit है. And people should write down, just do systematic trading. Now, you can use the help of algorithms to make you more systematic or आप manually करें, but my only statement is that आप, be more systematic in transactions. ये emotional, it can go crazy, I mean, when you're trading in the market, I can tell you, हमने एक blood pressure से कुछ लोगों का वो देखा था, लोगों की heart rates बढ़ जाते हैं बहुत. So I'm saying इतना stock market इतना ज़्यादा options वगैरह लोगों को वो बना देता है, उस समय आपके decision making को एकदम it will just wise decisions बाहर चले जाते हैं. तो आप systematic trade कीजिए. I think that is my only submission which I will.
If I can candidly ask you, on your everyday trading screen, how many algos are deployed on your personal?
No. So I can just tell you that it is actively used, and as I said, it is more of systematic. It helps in doing systematic trading.
How many algos, sir? We need a number.
No, I can't. I can tell you it's sizable. I mean, a lot of people in ICICI Direct use algorithmic trading for systematic entry and exit in markets. I must tell you that. It is popular on mobile also. It's very popular. A lot of people on ICICI Direct do backtesting. मैं बहुत लोगों को जानता हूँ जो लोग backtest वगैरह कुछ नहीं करते, सीधा घुस जाते हैं market के अंदर. So for execution, I can tell you on ICICI Direct it's widely used, and for backtesting also is pretty widely used.
Well, my assignment from my clients to look for a reliable algo trader in India is still in force. So if somebody of you here would want to talk with us, I'm in DuPoint's booth. But I would say that the future of algorithmic trading in India is as bright as our commitment to advance further in this groundbreaking technology.
Thank you very much, everybody who was present here, especially the panelists, everybody for giving your insights on algo trading. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for all our
Namaste.
leaders present. I think a better question, we should have reframed the question for Mr. Sultania. Sir, what is the maximum that your blood pressure has reached to? What would that answer be?
No, so I was
Take the mic.
I was, doing a hill run today for Satara Hill Marathon. So my heart rate today was 181.
It's a very diplomatic with all your answers. Fantastic.
No trading days.
Oh, no trading. Ladies and gentlemen, we now break for lunch. Firstly, can we have a bigger round of applause for all our panelists?